SGT Times Explainer. I am Aditya Tawa. Today we will discuss why was there no water to fight the Hawaii wildfires and Maui's long resource battle. The Maui's inferno, recognized as the worst in more than a century, revealed an underlying issue plaguing the Hawaiian Islands. During the Maui fire, golf courses glistened, hotels filled their pools, and companies stored water to sell to luxury homes. All wildfire hoses ran dry. Days after the fire killed more than 111 people. Hawaii officials have come under fire for delaying access to water. Many of those slain are reported to have been stuck in their houses or their cars in a frantic last-minute attempt to flee. The failure of the water infrastructure is one of the factors that has resulted in what is currently the worst wildfire in the United States in more than a century. Firefighters on the scene claimed the water pressure was deteriorating and there wasn't enough water to extinguish the blaze, which was exacerbated by the wind. There was just no water in the hydrants, a fireman told the New York Times. Because there was insufficient water to extinguish the fire, firefighters concentrated on evacuations, picking up individuals who were trapped and transporting them to safety. According to a report, a state agency on Maui delayed a water management company's request to make more water available to combat the disastrous wildfires on Maui. West Maui Land Company, which handles water delivery businesses, protested to the Hawaii Commission on Water Resource Management in a letter that the government took too long to accept his company's request to transfer stream water to surrounding reservoirs. As the fire burned on the island, firefighters drained the little water they had in their reservoirs and tanks. So they asked the Hawaii Water Agency to divert water from streams so they could utilize it for fire suppression. Instead of allowing the request, the commission queried if the Maui Fire Department had obtained permission to drill the reservoirs and directed them to first talk with a nearby farmer to establish how a diversion of the water supply would affect him. However, it's uncertain if a quick acceptance of the request would have materially aided Lahainia's firefighting operation. According to a survey, real estate developers and luxury resorts have been suffocating native Hawaiians' water rights for almost 2 centuries. When the flames neared, the villagers evacuated with their food, possessions, and some water, fearing that the key players on the island would seize West Maui's water under the guise of an emergency. In an article, Naomi Klein and Capola Sprout defined disaster capitalism as a strategy of exploiting moments of extreme collective trauma to pass unpopular legislation that benefits a tiny elite group. The two authors contended that for more than a century, water which is scarce on the island has been drained to benefit foreign interests in the western portion of Maui. It was once used for big sugar plantation but is now used for their corporate descendants. Many firms have eaten the natural resources to create mansions, colonial-style neighborhoods, luxury resorts, and golf courses on former sugarcane and pineapple fields. While the plantation economy depleted indigenous ecologies of their natural moisture, the land dried up, with water bodies like wells and fish ponds disappearing to make way for hotels and parking lots. That includes today's SGT Times Explainer. Thank you for your precious time.